right, so we've got the water up here on the hill now. Obviously we got a well right there, but there's no electricity to it yet, and there's no line coming off of it. So eventually we'll have probably a spigot up here that she can just open up the pump, open up the pipe, and water her plants any way she wants to. Right now we don't. So this will do, and I'm gonna have to figure something up for some sort of a gravity fed hose. This is the same basic setup here. Now, if anybody out there knows where I can go to get something that fits on here, this looks like, I've seen something that a coupler that goes on and you flip a lever and it's got a little detent ball that grabs hold right here, but I don't know where to find those in my area. I don't know if I can find them online or what store I would go to for that. And in the past, when I've tried to find something that would fit the threads on the front of these totes, they were odd threads and I could never find the thing that threaded onto it properly. So if anybody has any ideas on this, please share them with me. How many trips is it going to take you to water all these?
So I'm just going to do a bucket each. It's not that bad.
No?
No.
We'll get a hose rigged up eventually. It's always a workout. Well, I'm back inside the house now that I've gotten Javanna's water situation taken care of, and I'm getting ready to start trying to tackle this joist issue. I've already doubled up the joist on the other side for the stairs. I have to do the same thing over here, but you will notice I already ran electrical over here. That is going to be a pain. I think that I can cut those blocks out, cut a hole in that block to get those electrical cables out, and finesse the wires to the side while I put in another joist. But it's not gonna be a good time. The only thing to do in this situation is simply to start doing it. Don't go so fast that you break something, and don't stop until you're done. So I'm about to get on it. So. That's what I was trying to do right there, get that out. All right. You should have gloves.
Okay, can you grab them? They're on the table. Yeah, it's already hot.
We should probably get a small fan, put it in here and just circulate the air.
How are we gonna do that when everything's plugged in?
I understand that. It's coming. We'll have electricity in a month.
A month. Okay.
In a month.
Okay, 1 month.
1 month.
Today's the 20.
Oh my God, you're pinning me down.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, okay, today's the 22nd.
Okay.
All right, 22nd of June, we'll have electricity.
Okay.
Damn, she's pinning me down.
It's really hard to do. For any man.
So you want some of that graying in there?
Well, yeah, it's not, well, when I stain it, it won't be that, it's just, I want some of the texture more than that.
Okay.
So I'm gonna, like, leave a little bit of the texture, not completely smooth, sand it down, just kind of, and I think it'll look good with the stain.
So I found the easy button on how to do this. I've gotten these blocks out, and if I have that board right there turned at a bit of an angle, we can slide it, working together, we can slide it all the way in there, and then I can stand it up just like I did on the other side. Hold on.
See that nail?
Yep. So I want it to be even with the top of that foot plate. The edge of that board needs to be flush with the wall that it's sitting on. Is it good?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna have to get the sledgehammer and work this end over here.
Okay.
Hold on to that, and let me grab the sledgehammer.
Whoa.
It's all right, just sit like that, it's fine.
Yeah.
We've got that piece up there. I just need to fasten it in. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get a nailer up there. So I'm gonna use screws and screw it in. And that should be good. And I've got some 3-inch screws that should be perfect for that. By the way, I'm just gonna throw this in here. I'm not gonna harp on it too much, but I've had a few people ask how they could buy one of our shirts. I am wearing our new shirt design. You'll see the link down below if you're interested. But with that first joist, I kind of had to fight a little bit. This one I don't think is going to be as much of a fight because it sits right on the outside. The only thing I'm going to have to do is have 2 spaces, one right here and one right here, and I should be pretty good. The downside is this 2x4 right here, I've kind of been using as a railing. I shouldn't, because it's only got a nail or 2 in each end. This weekend, we're gonna have a wall right here, so that's not really gonna make that big of a deal. But still, it's been kind of convenient. I know I shouldn't do it, but that's just the way it is. Hey baby, see the nails sticking out, be very careful. Move on and do some other pieces of the puzzle. closer, I can see the stuff in the air. We're back on it today. Yesterday we got the joist put in next to the attic stairs, the pull down attic stairs right here. I started on the framing for this last piece of framing over on this side to take that wall all the way to the top so we can put the drywall on it. I'm gonna leave it open right here for about 5 feet so they can get the drywall up there to do the attic space. While I'm doing that, Jafan's been cleaning up some stuff in the other room, and she's also been working on these beams. Now, like everything else around here, the beams got aged. It took a long time to get them up into place, and then it took a long time to get the roof put on. So they grayed up a little bit. It's not exactly the way that she wants it to be. She is leaving some of the graying on there because she wants to show some tool marks. This is a more rustic looking build. It's kind of an industrial look is what we were going for from the very beginning. She's got the oil that she's going to be using to treat the wood. I guess, is it a wax, honey?
No, it's an all natural. It's Rubio. It's a stain.
It's a stain.
It's all natural Rubio, and it's environmentally, like, there's no toxins in it.
Okay. It's environmentally safe stain. Okay. Jafan also reminded me to say something about the temperature difference in here. So yesterday when we were up here, it got up to 88 degrees. Today it's supposed to hit 90. The temperature inside got to 76. Now that's not bad, it's not unpleasant. You start moving around, you're gonna build up a little bit of a sweat. I brought a fan up here today just to circulate the air some of the time. Since we're still on generator power, we're still technically not on the grid. We have to be sparing in when we use that because a lot of times there are other tools that have to take precedence. But right now, it is 75 degrees inside. All of this cement is an enormous amount of thermal mass. So it holds temperature stability very well. You keep the windows closed up, it really holds its temperatures very nicely. As the temperatures climb outside day after day and the nighttime temperatures stop getting below 80 degrees, I expect it to rise in here. And I don't know how hot it'll get. Eventually, I expect we'll just be working with the windows open and the fan on. Really until we get electricity in here and we get to the point where we can start hooking up some of the mini splits, that's all we can do. And as far as the mini splits go, I'm still trying to figure out how to size those properly. I've been using some different online calculators, and I think I'm gonna have to reach out to one of the companies that I'm interested in using just to see if they can give me somebody who can help, because this is not a normal footprint that you would calculate for. We have very highly insulated walls. We've got an insulated ceiling. The ceiling is 10.5 inches thick, all foam. The walls are 6.5 inches thick, filled with foam. We got about a 5-inch cement slab all the way across. Low E windows. The ceiling height ranges from 9 feet to 16.5 feet. So trying to figure that out, there's a lot to calculate in there, a lot of pluses and minuses, plus the amount of window space that we have. Trying to get all that figured out so that I don't have an oversized unit and having it not run efficiently, and having the place always feel like it's a little moist because the AC never has an opportunity to help dry the air out because it's not on long enough. Do you see that mark on the ceiling?
Okay.
That's going to go right along this side of this piece of wood.
Okay.
All right, you can let it go. And that's it. Ladder. We're not joisting. Jousting. Maybe we are joisting, but not jousting.
Wait, hold on. Okay, so you want it inside?
Yeah, just like that.
What? Not?
Yep, that's fine. Let me know when you're there.
Okay, so just 1 inch.
Just 1 inch.
Okay, right there is good.
Hold on. Let go.
I'm gonna go get gas.
All right.
Just dive.
Ta-dum. Almost made it. It's 91 degrees outside, 77 degrees inside. We're about to tighten it up for the day and for the weekend. We got that taken care of. I've left those last 6 pieces out because I have to be able to put the OSB up there. Excuse me. I have to be able to get the drywall up there so that they can hang the drywall inside the attic. But we've got the joist there. We've got the framing done. It looks a lot more complete. So it's gonna look very good when we have the drywall on it. It's going all the way up to the ceiling. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Come on back and check us out again. We'll see you next time.
You know what I mean? So can I work on the other side?
You can't sand. No sanding. No sanding.
You're dying.
Yeah, it's too much. Can't do it.
Okay. Do it all
I can't breathe.
the time. You can't breathe when I do it, but you can breathe when you do it.
Yes,
You're so full of it.
that is correct. Please be careful. We're about to tie it up. English is not easy.